Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mrbrown here, and welcome back to the next episode of our Final Fantasy 100% trophy playthrough. In the previous episode, we did quite a bit. We got a sweet new upgrade for our characters, turning their job class into a Knight Ninja, White Wizard, and a Black Wizard. We cleared up the Water Shrine, or the Shrunken Shrine, and cleared up the Water Crystal. So I believe we have one more crystal left to go until we have all four of them restored. But in this episode, we're going to be taking on two new dungeons and getting another trophy ticked off our list on our way to our 100%. So without further ado, let's get into the Mirage Tower and continue on. So this place has quite a few bestiary entries, as well as 18 chests for us to loot and find. Let's go ahead and head into this first room when we turn the encounters back on. Looks like there's already a ton of chests in this very first room here. Not too much going on. Looks like when we loot all these chests here, we just head out the bottom left and into the next staircase. So here is one bestiary entry, the Guardian. Looks like these guys tank a lot of hits. I feel like magic's going to be pretty important throughout this dungeon here, because our guys are not doing a bunch of physical damage. A good thing we picked up that flare magic in the previous episode. I feel like that's going to come in useful in this area here. We're doing decent damage, physical damage, but not great. Guardian ticked off the list here. So we got a chest there if I can get in here. A tent. Grab all these chests here. Gil, more Gil. An Aegis shield. I wonder if that's going to be anything. A Vorpal sword. Are those any good? Apparently the shield is good. 16 defense, we'll take that. Looks like we're still rocking the Ice Brand sword. Here is another bestiary entry, the Black Knight. We've obviously fought the Nightmare Horse way earlier on in the game, but the Black Knight is a new one. Pretty tanky, it seems like. Then the horse is obviously no problem for us. Nice little one shot there. And more Gil. Then a healing helm. I wonder if that's any good. Apparently not good enough. Okay, so it looks like there's one chest up top, and I think that is it for this room. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. Then I believe we can just head back out through the bottom there and continue on. Here's another entry, the Chimera. Kind of similar to like the Sphinx that we fought a long time ago, but this is a new enemy that we have not got yet. And that is all of the entries for this first floor completed. And we are going to head down to the next floor. Floor 2 looks pretty similar to floor 1. It's a big tower, so it's going to go in circles, it looks like. We need to make our way into the center here. Okay, here's a new enemy, the Blue Dragon. We have not fought a Blue Dragon yet. We fought a Green Dragon in the previous dungeon. So this must be another rare find here in this dungeon, because it took me a bit of time to find it. Not a ton. He was pretty easy to take out, so we'll mark him off, and we're almost into this middle room here to grab some more chests. Alright, into this middle room here. Looks like we have a bunch of chests here we can grab. Thor's Hammer. One cottage, some more Gil, a Sunblade, and a Hellhound. I believe those are just a random encounter. We didn't quite get it by opening the chest. But not too difficult of an enemy. Down they go. Okay, grab this last chest here, which is Dragon Mail. So it looks like we got quite some new stuff here. Hopefully we got a Sunblade that is better than what we have in Thor's Hammer. She finally gets an upgrade. I believe that is all 18 chests in the Mirage Tower, and we're going to head up to that next floor. Okay, on to the next floor here. We're going to enter this little room here, and we're going to be met with another enemy. I believe this might be the boss of this area. Let's go ahead and fight it. It's just another Blue Dragon. We had just fought in one, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Looks like 2 attacks and he is done. So not too bad at all. And looks like there's a little warp pad. We have to use the warp, the warp cube that we picked up in the last episode and make it to the next dungeon. We got the Adventures Wayfare, which is we travel to every location on the map. So that trophy is now done. Looks like this is another big dungeon. 33 chests in here. Looks like there's a ton on this first floor. Looks like this is probably going to be the last crystal dungeon, I believe. We got quite a bit of stuff to do in here. A lot of bestiary entries. Clean up in here and we should be good to go. Let's get started. We're gonna head off into this room to the right first. So here's a new bestiary entry, the Manticore. Kind of looks like a version of the Chimera, but isn't the Chimera. Pretty easy killings here. Let's head into this room with a bunch more chests, and we got another entry here, Earth's Medusa. Hopefully she doesn't turn us to stone. Looks like Thor's hammer does lightning damage, which is kind of funny. I like that little nod to the Marvel character. Tech ring could be useful. Healing helm, we already have one of those. Looks like we did put the protect ring on. Yeah, so that is good on Ronin. That's good. We'll head off to the... Let's go ahead and go to the bottom. This is the Black Clan. Kinda like the green slimes we were fighting. I believe they were called the slimes in the other dungeons. Pretty easy to take down. Kind of weak to our physical damage, but it's okay. And I believe that is all of the entries on this first floor. Got a Razor? I don't quite know what that is. Get a weapon? Razor, here's a weapon. This is the Spirit Naga. We have not fought this one yet either. I don't believe we fought this one yet. I haven't. Maybe we have fought it. It's not on my list here, but I imagine what we have. It didn't look familiar, at least name-wise. Potion, Gil, and more Gil. We have plenty of Gil now, almost 500,000 Gil again. We got all the chests on this main floor, so we're gonna head up to this top room and go on to the next floor. Okay, on to the next floor. We're gonna do another little warp pad, which was pretty cool. Better than our usual staircases. Looks like we have 6 rooms here on this floor that we can go into and look in. Here is a new enemy, the Stone Golem. You've fought golems throughout the game so far. Nothing too crazy here. Up in this top right room, looks like there's one chest with diamond gloves in it. More chests here on this top right. We got a Mithril helm. Grab these 2 chests, more Gil, and more Gil. We got another diamond shield and a ribbon in here. Hoping Chad can use a diamond shield, but anyone want to use the ribbon? I almost just want to put it on them anyways, because I know how good it is. Obviously it hasn't been much of a handicap thus far, so I mean, might as well just leave it off. This looks like a new enemy, the Evil Eye. I think we fought an Evil Eye way early on in the game. It's just a unique enemy to see all the way up here in this fortress. Yeah, 1.5 more rooms here. We're at that bottom right room, and then I'm not sure what that little crystal is on that other side. It probably is nothing, but we're gonna go check it out either way. Black robe and then a white robe. So I wonder if these are good for these guys. Apparently not. Probably the only ones that can have it. That's 24. Okay, so it's just as good as this one, but it has this higher. This has more weight. It's fine. So let's go ahead and check out this left side room with the crystal. We got all these other chests in here. We're over halfway done with the chests. So we adamantite, apparently what that is. Apparently we needed that, so I believe it's on this floor that we could find it. So I may be running around on this floor for quite a while, looking for the war mech. It's either on this floor or the next floor. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for that one. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to find. If not, I believe there is another area in the game where it spawns more likely, so hopefully we can find it there instead of here. We will see. So we're gonna go ahead and head up to this top room and see the chests around the area, and then continue on. Okay, looks like in this room there's 4 more chests. We have 6 down there. We have some tablets down there, some more tablets down there, and then 4 more over there. That might be all the chests. Are pretty close to getting all the chests. Protect rings, nothing too crazy. Some more chests in here. Gold needle. I can't hold any more of the gold needles. We got a Sasuke's blade, which sounds interesting. Is it more useful? Yes, it is. For a ninja. Like, yeah, new weapons. Always like new weapons. I'm not sure what we can do in those tablet rooms down there. But there's another chest room on the other side here. Looks like we got a soldier here. Our soldier is the new enemy. Kind of looks like the Guardian, but it's a red version. That is a new enemy that we have not fought yet. Take out the Guardian, pretty easy. Still heading over to that right side room. These chests. Alright, a bunch of chests in here. More gil, a protect cloak. 95 gil. Clothes this late in the game? That's wild. Those were the things that we first had in the game. We got a protect cloak for our white wizard, so that is good. Kind of like a shield for them mages. I'm gonna go down here and check out these 2 down rooms, and if there's nothing too special going on down there, we'll just go ahead and head onto the next floor on the far left. There's a new enemy, the Vampire Lord. Kind of looks like the vampire that we fought way early on in the game, but this is the Lord version. Pretty easy enemy, not too terrible now that we're doing some serious damage with everyone. It's not so bad to take down. Here is another bestiary entry, the Dark Fighter. If not ran into him yet, he just did a preemptive heal on himself, which did absolutely nothing for him. But that is alright. We took him down in 1 hit, and now we are approaching level 40, level 39 with everyone. We are making good progress there. I believe this takes us back out to the beginning. I don't believe we want to do that, so we're going to go ahead and head over here to this next warpad. This is the 4th floor of the Flying Fortress. Looks pretty weird for a room. Looks like there's one entrance there. Looks like we're going to be heading to the left, going that way. So let's go ahead and head over there. There's a new enemy, the Air Element. We have not fought one of these guys yet. Looks like there is 2 more bestiary entries. We're looking for the Air Element, the Air Naga, and then that War Mech that I was talking about previously. Here is the next teleporter pad that we are awaiting. But I'm gonna go ahead and walk back and forth here and hopefully find this War Mech and this Naga. Hopefully get that marked off the list. If it takes too long, I'll just say forget it and I'll find them later on. But I'm just gonna go back and forth here and try to get them, see if I can get it taken off the list here. It looks like we're gonna head into the next floor. That is where the next War Mech is. We're pretty much good on all the bestiary entries besides that one, so I'm gonna spend some more time on this next floor, hopefully finding this War Mech pretty easily. I've heard it can take up to an hour, up to 2 hours and a half hour. It could take 5 minutes. It's just pretty random right here. So I'll probably spend a good 10-15 minutes just running back and forth, seeing if I can find it myself. And if I can't, I'll just chalk it up to can't find it, and then we'll just continue on. I ran around for about 10-15 minutes, couldn't find it at all. We're now level 42. So I was here for quite a bit of time trying to find it. I will go back in between episodes and look for him. And at the beginning of the next episode, I will show the footage of me finding this stupid War Mech and showing the battle in the beginning of the next episode, probably, which will be the final episode. So be sure to stick around for that if you guys are following along. We are almost done with the game. So let's go ahead and clean up this final crystal with this boss, the Lynch, Marieth, and the Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. We already kind of got a teaser of this boss earlier on in the dungeon. It's going to be Tiamat. Kind of looks like a 4-headed Hydra looking dragon. All the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn in your eyes. This is tee him up. We're gonna go ahead and use Holy and use our new Flare magic spell on him. Because it looks like he's gonna do a crap ton of damage and our physical attackers are not gonna be doing a lot of damage. But Flare does really good damage, it looks like. Holy does decent damage as well. Let's go ahead and do the same thing again. But I want to cast... Let's put Protect on our black mage there, just since he's a little weaker. I want to put haste on these guys. I think I might lose Rex here. He'll probably die in this battle at least once or twice. I want to see if we can get these guys hitting for something. Yeah, that's probably just a waste. It looks like. Let's go ahead and use this on him. We'll just stick to using Flare. That's probably gonna kill him. Oops. Yep. There's a waste there. Was on auto battle shoot. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. Let's go ahead and heal him. I could have used full life on him, I guess. Didn't think about that. That's fine. And it kills him straight away again. This is not good. Okay. I'm gonna start using full life here. Where are those? Let's get out our strength tonics here. Hopefully we can get a spell off so this guy can get some heals. Here we go. No, he's always gonna take damage. Gosh darn it. I can't get him to stay alive. You gotta use a full heal on him, that's the only way. Okay, so he's hitting pretty okay. We got him defeated. Rex is not gonna get any XP, unfortunately. Again, he's fallen short for the third battle in a row that he's not getting XP for, but that's alright. We'll just grind it up later, because he will need to get to level 50 along with everyone else, but I just can't keep him alive because he has so low a health. Alright, Wind's Cares. Restore the Wind Crystal's light. Alright, so now we are done, kind of done with the Flying Fortress. I will come back for the War Mech in between episodes. Just because he is so difficult to find. I'll probably have to sit here for a good hour just to find him on my own. But we have a couple more stops that we need to make along the way. We're going to get some pretty decent upgrades. So let's go ahead and get those tackled here, and then we'll wrap up this video. Is Mount Durgar, where we got the explosives to blow up the thing, and we talked to this guy in here, and we needed something called adamantite for him to make us a new weapon. So now that we have it, we're gonna go ahead and speak to him. Is this adamantite? Boots, I'll use this task to make you the finest sword you ever willed. Trying to do the little dwarven pirate accent there. Done. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her, she's yours. This is Excalibur. And then the Sword of Myths trophy has been obtained. Obtained Excalibur. If you guys don't know what Excalibur is, Knights of the Round, King Arthur's great sword, the Sword in the Stone. Do a little bit of research. It's a pretty popular looking sword. But now we load it. I believe it is the best damaging sword in the game, or at least one of them, with 61 damage. So when we go ahead and find that war mech eventually, we'll be able to take him out just that much quicker. But we still have one more stop to go before we end this episode. We're back in the very first town in the game, Cornelia. We are here for just a couple of reasons. I'm here to go to the item shop for one, because we have the max amount of gil. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buy literally everything that I can, max out literally everything, just so we have it all for the rest of the game. Why? No reason, just because I can. Makes me feel like we did the 100% that much better. Obviously, playing the game normally, you wouldn't have this much gil on hand, but with the boost you get from the Pixel Remastered, it does come in handy to go ahead and just buy everything that you need. And we are pretty much wrapping up this episode. We're just going to do some healing, and then in between episodes, I'm going to do some backtracking, like go back to the Flying Fortress, and there is another bestiary entry that I missed in one of the deserts that I'm going to have to pick up later on. And then we are going to be doing a lot of backtracking in the next episode for the final episode, so stay tuned for that. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please be sure to leave a like down below. If you guys got any tips for me as we're approaching the end of the game for the next game, we're going to be going through Final Fantasy 2 and getting the 100% trophy on that one. That one I have a little less familiarity with, but I do have some notes here to keep us going and keep us on track. But we are wrapping up this game pretty quickly. We should be able to finish it under the 10-hour mark, I would like to think, depending on how long it takes us to get the war mech bestiary. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.